La 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 la. We are back. I spent over a decade building multi-million pound brands for other founders, and then I decided to do it for myself. And 2025 forced me to do it very, very differently. And this episode is going to be all about the things that I learned from 2025. Trust me, it was a big year for learning as a founder and an entrepreneur. Last year, I took the step out, left my very safe, very secure six-figure job to pursue poo. I'm going to get back to that bit because I'm sure you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about. This episode will be all about how you protect yourself from not making the same mistakes I did as a newfound entrepreneur and founder. I'm Holly, brand builder by trade, founder by choice. I spent the last year building my absolute dream brand. We are regular. Funny you ask, I have a little bit here just to show you. This is a all natural supplement for constipation and bloating. We will get into that later in the episode. For 10 plus years, I helped other founders build and scale their businesses to 6, 7, and 8-figure brands. And then I decided I was sick and tired of making other people money. I wanted to make money for myself. There is so much I have learned along the way. It has only been 12 months, and I'm going to share all of those lessons with you. I made this channel so that I can share everything with you guys. You can learn from my mistakes, and we can learn together. So, We Are Regular. What is We Are Regular? We Are Regular is my baby. We Are Regular started from a very unglamorous problem 20 years ago, literally for as long as I can remember. I am 34 now. I started this brand because I have lived with constipation my entire life. Even from as young as 14, 15, I remember just literally never being able to poo. I was a once a week girly, maybe even every 10 days. Sometimes I actually went 2 weeks without a poo. Hell on earth. We Are Regular is all about breaking the poo taboo. I am so tired of shame that exists, especially within women's health. We are here to completely disrupt that. No one was talking about poo until we started talking about poo. We launched the brand back in September 2025, and since then we have achieved 6 figures in less than 5 weeks. We sold out in 7 weeks. We have over 2,000 customers. We launched subscriptions in December, and since then it has literally been going from strength to strength. I've been in the Daily Mail, we've been in the Times, we've been in Sherlock's, we've been in Stylist, we've been in Marie Claire, we've been in Glamour, you name it. We are so excited. Our brand is literally less than 4 months old, and we have achieved so much. We have achieved more in 4 months than some brands ever achieve. So I am here to take you through everything. This channel is here to share all of it. I am going to build with you guys. If you're already part of the community, thank you so much for being a part of this from the very, very beginning. You will not regret it. And I'm so excited to share even more in 2026. We have some incredible partnerships, an amazing retail partnership that is about to kick off this year, which I'm so excited for and cannot wait to share more with you. It's a very, very exciting time for this brand, and this brand is going places, let me tell you. And I'm so proud of what we have created so far, and I can't wait to share it with you. Let's get into it. 2025 was a big year for me. I learned a hell of a lot as a new founder. And let me tell you, when you are the founder, it is a very different experience. No matter how much I have learned building brands for other people, it is never the same until you do it for yourself. I went through a huge shift very much near the end of 2025. And I just really want to share how I got through that, because I know that there are so many founders watching this, so many people interested in launching a brand and really, really wondering what is it actually like, especially in those first 12 months. Very cute in that outfit. Can you say hello to people? Very chic. Look at you.
People, it's Donnie, live and direct.
This is Donnie, for anyone who doesn't know him. Love of my life. Enjoy yourself. Take your time.
Bye, guys.
If you are going to get a coffee, though,
Of course.
make sure it's not cold. All right, love you. The best. My biggest lesson for 2025 was not commercial in the slightest. It was psychological. It was all up here. I realized, despite the fact that I was self-employed, I was behaving like an employee still. And that completely disrupts the point of why I left Skimrocks and working for somebody else. I wanted to create a life that worked for me and didn't work on somebody else's terms. The whole reason I wanted to work for myself and become a founder was the freedom that comes with it. Do not get me wrong for a second. You work so much harder than you ever did before, but I still wanted and craved the freedom. I didn't want to have to answer to anyone. That for me was the biggest driver. So why for 2025 was I trying to replicate the same life that I had previously when I was employed? The employee mindset is all about 9 to 5. It's all about productivity equals time spent. When a lot of your decisions are permission-based decisions, and don't forget that somebody else is setting the urgency for your day-to-day. However, when you're self-employed, that whole perception and that whole lifestyle shifts. Now, if you've worked for someone else for your entire career, like I have, up until the age of like 32, I had to count there. You're no longer looking for permissions, but you are so stuck in the mindset, having worked for over a decade for other people. It's very, very hard to immediately snap out of that. The founder mindset is all about outcomes. It is outcome led. It is not time led. No one is watching your time. For me, I would find myself sort of like getting up at 7 a.m. still, like I usually do when I was working for somebody else, getting up at 7, working until 5. You have to be less fixated on structure and be really open-minded to the adaptability and the change that comes with being a founder and not being on somebody else's schedule. Energy management as a founder is way more important than time management. Towards the end of last year, I sadly lost my grandma, and that for me was a real trigger point because I realized when you're sat at a funeral looking at the box that you amount to at the end of your life, sorry if that's a little bit abrupt or a little bit dark, but it's facts. You start to ask yourself, like, what point, if this is all it amounts to, why am I burning myself out relentlessly in order to make myself ultimately feel worse? I'm a natural born perfectionist. I'm really working on that. I'm putting so much pressure on your shoulders as an individual to work harder, to do more, to meet more deadlines, to produce more stuff. You're only hurting yourself, nobody else. And newsflash, that pressure doesn't actually make you deliver any better results. It just makes you more stressed. When you're a founder, like I said, you don't answer to anyone. Self-trust is the job. Your responsibility is to know that you will get the work done in your own way, in your own capacity. You structure your life. It's now on you. No one is watching. My entire career was so performative. I was striving to be the hardest worker, the fastest worker, the most disciplined, the most structured, brightest employee. They were all pillars that I lent into myself and put myself on those pedestals. It doesn't work like that. When you work for yourself, no one's patting you on the back. No one is congratulating you. You have to congratulate yourself, and it is so important that you do that regularly. 2025 was all about restructuring my entire belief system. And whilst that might sound a little bit dramatic, trust me, if you go from being employed to self-employed and working for yourself, this is the pain point that everybody goes through. You decide your hours, you create your structure, you decide what your day looks like. Everything is on you. There's no reliance on anyone else anymore. So let it go. We ain't here forever. So you gotta enjoy it. You have to soak every last bit of fun up as you possibly can and stop taking the pressure on yourself. It's not helping anyone. It's literally hurting you. Here are 3 easy shifts that you can make as a founder in 2026. Stop forcing a 9 to 5 role that doesn't need it. You don't need to be forcing a 9 to 5 role. Being a founder is not a 9 to 5 job. It never will be. Working seasons are not shifts. So for me, I block out certain time. If I can dedicate 3 or 4 hours a day, max, to high productivity work, the outcomes of those pieces of work and that time spent and that dedicated period of time is so much more beneficial than tying myself to a desk 9 to 5. I gave up 9 to 5 for a reason. It was to get rid of the 9 to 5. So let's park that. Design your week around decisions and not tasks. Founders are here to make decisions. Do not spend too much time making a decision that doesn't need to be so difficult, and be led by the desire for decision making. That is your goal as a founder. Don't let guilt override your mindset. I spent a lot of time in 2025 reveling in guilt. Was I working hard enough? Was I doing enough? Let that shit go, okay? We are not going into 2026 guilty. You have absolutely nothing to be guilty for. If you are choosing to be a founder, let me tell you, that is the biggest, greatest, most challenging decision you may ever make in your entire life. So let's not load some more pressure on and make ourselves feel guilty, okay? Just remember, discomfort doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It just means that you kind of need to take a step back and question what it is that's making you feel uncomfortable. You're going to have so many moments as founder feeling uncomfortable. It's literally the point as to why you become a founder. You are forced to review everything in your life, rip it apart, and really put it all back together again. So discomfort is not something to be feared. At the end of 2025, my grandma passed away, and like I said, it really forced me to question things. As soon as something so pivotal as grief comes into your life, it really forces you to stop. And because of that, as a founder, I was then forced to question, is everything working the way that I wanted it to work? Am I comfortable? Am I happy? And the answer fundamentally at that point in my life was no, and something needed to change. Life is full of lessons, and it's really important that no matter how bad or scary or terrifying a situation is, I always take a lesson from that. And that lesson really was for me to kind of take a step back and ask myself, is this way of working for me? And it fundamentally wasn't. I took myself to Miami for 3 weeks, desperately needed over Christmas, and it really forced me to reevaluate. And I've come back with a much productive, energetic, happy mindset. I was letting the business dictate my life, whereas now I dictate the pace and the direction of the business. That is one of the fundamental lessons that you will learn as a founder when you are new to the game. So no matter how much I've learned over the last 12 years, it truly takes becoming one to actually really feel it. I really have to encourage you to ask yourself, if you're building something that means so much, that literally you feel so passionate about and has the potential to truly change your life, if you are feeling permanently rushed, why would you want to feel like that? It's a choice. Everything in life is a choice, and you do have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is this the way that you wanted to create your life for you? 2026 is all about building intentionally, and I'm so excited to share this journey with you. Way more transparent education, way more truth behind the building of We Are Regular. I am sharing everything. This is where I go so deep into how you build a successful 6-figure brand in just 5 weeks. Insane. If you want honest conversations about brand building, confidence, and doing all of this without burning out, this is the channel for you. So you know what to do. Hit subscribe. See you next week. I post every single Wednesday. We've shifted the days. It was Sunday, but I've now moved it to Wednesday because I feel like it's a better day. Comment, let me know what you think. Everything I'm learning, building, growing, scaling is gonna live right here. So I want you guys to be alongside me when I do it, because trust me, this shit ain't easy. And we all need to stick together. Calling all founders out there, all entrepreneurs, anybody who is interested in how to build a brand, we need to stick together. So hit subscribe. I'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to share it all with you. Also, guys, meant to say, if you've been following me for a while, you will know that this background looks very different. I have officially moved in with my boyfriend. Many of you will know him, Donnie. How cute. Welcome to my home. You'll be seeing a lot more of this. So yeah, very exciting 2026. Cannot wait to share it with you. So excited to have you help me build a brand.